All right, hello there and welcome to Scott's PC. It is Monday, February 16, 2026. First time I've done a live stream in at least over a year or so. I just wanted to touch base here live. You can see I got a small Robinhood portfolio, 77.44. That's the dollar amount I have right now. And year to date, this thing has really pulled back due to the stocks that I own, like BBAI and SOFI, with this recent pullback. So I just thought I'd do a quick overview and kind of go from there and see what we got going on. But you can see today I'm down 20 bucks basically, or 0.25%. Let's see here. The past week, you can see a bad week, down $1,000 or 11.6%. The past month down $3,000 or 28%. And then let's see, the past 3 months down 33% or $3,800. If we go ahead and click all time here, I started this portfolio July of last year. You can see I'm down $4,200 or about 35%. And if we take a quick peek here at the buying power, you can see I have about $9,800 of buying power. Right now I don't have any cash and I'm using a healthy amount of margin at about $5,469. And if we click explore the margin here, if you don't have a Robinhood portfolio, I do have Robinhood Gold. The first $1,000 of margin is interest free, so you can see I'm using $5,500, or it's costing me 63 cents a day to use a little bit of Robinhood's money. We'll go back to here. Let's see what's pulling back. It's my BBAI and my SOFI positions right here. If I click on BBAI, I've got about 1,400 shares at an average cost of $5.63. BBAI is sitting at 407, so we've had a huge pullback. I want to say the past month. You can see here about a month ago it's at 650. Now it's pulled back about $2.50. So thus I'm down about 27%, or close to $2,200 with those $1,400 shares. Now with BBAI, I am running options. I'm doing some covered calls. I'll go over that in a little bit. But let's take a look at the other position that has made my portfolio come down quite a bit, and that is SOFI. I'm still not worried about SOFI because they've had strong guidance. They've had a good earnings, so I went ahead and bought the dip with that margin. I used to have 100 shares, and now I have 300 shares at an average cost of $24.21. That first 100 shares, my average cost was like $29.50. So I brought that average cost down significantly, and you can see SOFI sitting at about $19.60. And with this, I will be running some covered calls once the market opens tomorrow. And then another part of my portfolio is TSL. Early last week, I did buy 100 shares just to run some covered calls on that. So you can see the 100 shares there at average cost of $16.42. And believe it or not, I think last Thursday or Wednesday, this was in the money for me at my $17 strike. It was like at $17.50, and you can see that TSL pulled all the way back to $15.90. But let's go ahead and look at the options that I have on the table right now. Right now, I just have one contract of BBAI. I can do up to 13 more on this, but I wanted to see if BBAI would go up so I can get a better premium. But you can see with just this one contract, it was only $4 for the contract. And what does that mean? It means it expired. As you can see, it's already in the money, 75%, or not in the money. It's already in profit, 75%. So just $4 premium. I'm hoping when the overnight market opens this evening, BBA will pump a little bit. Hopefully there'll be better premium tomorrow morning, so that with the remaining 1,300 shares I have available to run the covered call, you can see the strike is only at my $5 strike. That's where I've been running the first contract at. is only $3 per contract, so it'd be like what, $39. Typically, I'd want to run my strike price above my average cost of I have an average cost of BBAI at 563 at $6, but you can see right there, it is nothing. It's zero at the moment. 550 strike, it's only a penny or $1 per contract. So I don't want to run it too close because I don't want to pay money to roll it up. So again, just kind of holding, playing it conservatively, and hopefully BBAI will recover, but you never know. And the same thing goes for SOFI. Right now I have two contracts. I can go up to 3 contracts, but right now I'm just running 2 contracts right here. Average price of $5 per contract. So just $10 if these expire worthless at the $22 strike. My average cost, again, you saw it was at like $24.21. So I'm way below my average cost on these selling these covered calls just to get even a small tiny premium. So it's going to be a challenge to bring these back up. It's mostly going to be depending on the market to go up so that I can get some of my money back here, because you can see again, if I just click 1 year, you can see how much my portfolio has gone down. You can see 12,500 of November of last year, and now it's pulled all the way back down to 7,700. So we got a challenge there. But anyway, let's go back to TSLL. I am running a covered call which I rolled from the previous week. I got a decent credit of $52 or 52 cents per share. And right now it is in profit already, about $25. That was close of Friday, but if you go to simulate my returns, you can see it's already at $27 or a little bit over 52%. Because right now we're only at $15.90 and I got a $16.50 strike. And if we look at TSLL, just going back, you can see my average cost is $16.42. So my hope is that these will get called away sooner than later. All right. And I just noticed I have a couple of dollars of Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin just took a dump. I literally have like $2 of Bitcoin just to track it, but Bitcoin, I own some like at the $115,000 range, which I liquidated a long time ago. But man, the crypto ETFs, the crypto stocks, they've just been hammered year to date or last 2 or 3 months here. So I did have about 1,400 shares of MSTX earlier in the year at an average cost of like $5, but you can see MSTX right now it's at $2.50. I would have been even down more if I did not sell my MSTX position in the $4 range. So that's why mostly that I'm down right now. I took a big loss on MSTX earlier this year, and now I'm down because of BBAI and the SOFI pullback, well, the overall market pullback. So right now I'm just holding, and hopefully, we'll get a rebound here. So SOFI is mostly long term. Same with BBAI. I've been watching BBAI for a year now. I've owned it when it was above $10, and I've seen it, in the $2 range. So right now we're $4. My average cost again is at, I believe, $5.63. So for me, I'm just going to hold, run the covered calls below my average cost, collect a little bit of premium, and just kind of go from there. Because right now I'm using, a healthy amount of margin when I bought this dip right here. And so anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I wanted to try out some live streaming to give that update. Oh, before I go, one last, I did some debit spreads here on, what is it? I Am Gold, IAG. Let's see, last January, when did I open this up? I opened this position up on January 26th, $50 per contract, and right now you can see, so $50, that's the most I can lose is $200 with that 4 contracts. So right now I'm down to 144. You can see AIG is at 2183, but I've been reading a couple articles. They're having earnings, I believe, tomorrow on Tuesday. There's supposed to be an 18 to 20% swing. I think it's going to swing up, which will get me in the money, I hope, a little bit above 25 to where I can be in profit and hopefully close this out with 0 loss or just a tiny bit of profit. So that's the goal with this options play. All right, well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for taking a quick peek. I'll see you in the next video.